One of the favorite quotes about fear is from Warren Buffett. Says fear comes from not knowing what you're doing. And so how do you conquer fear, right? You get knowledge, you get education. So it shouldn't scare you. If you guys passed and got your exam done, you know how to study and you know what to learn. Anyone else they want to share what is holding them back from investing right now? Let's call it out, the elephant in the room here, right? Stepping into something different, because you definitely have to think differently to become an investor. So sometimes you have to wear two hats, right? As you have an agent and an investor. Michelle says, not enough hours in the day between hospital job, real estate, and family obligations, juggling, then deciding which strategy makes the most sense for me. That's the thing. You have to, at some point, you have to make a decision, right? Where is your time better spent? Where is the most value for your time? And the fact that is you have to make a shift and a decision. And we all have 24 hours in a day. And in the beginning, you might have to budget. Time management is huge, to really time block and creating the time. But then you're going to start have to give priority to the one that's going to make the biggest difference in your life. So it is a process. Sometimes it doesn't happen overnight. Have you ever handed a deal to an investor instead of doing it yourself? This is a tricky question. I want to ask a lot of you. How many times have you given a deal to somebody and so, gosh, I wish I could have bought that one. I wish I could have kept it as a rental. I wish I could have done the fix and flips. How many here have that situation happening to them? Okay, this year's been full of investors for me. Good. And so you see somebody else making the money, right? I've had one taken away from me. Oh, that hurts. Maria, do you want to add anything on this? Because I know that you work with a lot of investors too, and we can't buy everything out there, right? You can become a property holder, but that must be painful when you have an investor and they take it away. But a lot of real estate agents, they don't realize that. They don't feel it's for them. They don't feel that they know that these investors might know or have more money or something that they don't have, which is not true. Do you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, it's funny when you said that. I'll just keep it short because I could go on about this, but just the last thing that happened, I actually helped, it was actually one of our students. I helped one of our students buy a four family in St. Louis. And the whole time I wanted that four family so bad. And I had to convince her it was a great deal. And it was a fantastic deal. She's making so much money with it. And the whole time I'm thinking, why didn't I buy this myself? How many times we see, and again, I made a fraction of the money that I would have made had I bought that myself. And of course, it's one of our students, so priority, right? For that reason, I was like, I'm happy for her. But at the same time, it's painful. As an agent, you see you're getting this commission. Sometimes they beat us up on the commission too. The sellers, oh, can I cut your commission? Or to make stuff work, you have to give up your commission, which is completely unfair. We already don't get paid that much for listing. And then you see these people walk away with all this money. And so, yeah, it is painful. And it's not fair because really the only thing you're doing all the work really to close a deal. And the only difference is that you just don't have the knowledge the investor has, where they know how to make the profit, that they're going to be making.